Hello and welcome to live radio match commentary of Bromley versus Chippenham Town, live from Hayes Lane. The date is Saturday the 13th of January here for this 3 o'clock kick-off in the FA Trophy 4th round. Who'd have thought it? Chippenham Town for the first time in their history reaching this stage of the competition, and they're up against Bromley, a side who have won this competition recently. They were in the final a few years before that, sitting high at the second position in the National League at the minute, and they're facing Chippenham Town. I'm joined with Chippenham Town media recruit Dan. So Dan, it's going to be a big afternoon of football. What are your thoughts ahead of this one?
I think it's going to be a good test of Chippenham. It's a team flying high at the top of the National League. They are second in the league and they are fighting to get promotion to the EFL. So it'll be a good chance for Chippenham to show what stone stuff they do have. It's been quite a dramatic and entertaining race so far in this competition, of course, with the late winner against Basingstoke, and then of course the game against Gloucester, which was in some parts absolutely crazy, 3 goals in 8 minutes, and Chippenham haven't done the FA Trophy boring so far, so hopefully that continues today.
Chippenham Town actually one of the top scorers left in the competition. They are up there with 6 goals, same amount of goals as Chesterfield have scored despite playing a game extra. Not sure whether this game will be particularly goal-festy as 2 very defensive sides, and 2 sides that reverted formation ahead of this game as well. As far as our intel suggests, both sides last week in their league fixtures playing a 3-4-3, whereas this week both sides opting for a 4-3-3. I'll start you off the 2 teams with the hosts, Bromley. In goal they have number 30 Teddy Sharman Lowe, a back 4 of Josh Passley, Alex Kirk, Byron Webster and Bez Topolodge. Midfield 3 of Corey Whiteley, Jude Arthurs and Oluwafela Olomola, and a front 3 of Ben Crowhouse, Miles Weston and Michael Cheek. On the bench for Bromley, number 1 Grant Smith, number 5 Cole Peckra, number 6 Sam Woods, number 8 Kido Taylor Hart, number 11 Louis Dennis, number 14 Mitchell Bergkamp and number 27 Tate Campbell. Your Chippenham Town side for this afternoon's FA Trophy clash. In goal is Will Henry, a back 4 of Eddie Jones, Freddie Grant, Aaron Amadi Holloway and Luke Haynes. A midfield 3 of Jake Evans, Luke Spokes and Will King, and a front 3 of Tyreek Johnson, Captain Matt McClure and Craig Fasson-Maid, who incidentally makes his 50th Bluebird appearance today as the 2 sides walk out onto the pitch here at Hayes Lane. Your Chippenham Town substitutes are Alex Avenel, Tom Owen Evans, Tom Mayhew, Dan Ellison, Kane Bradbury, Nat Williams and Sam Hill. Your refereeing team for today's game, the referee is for Wayne Cartmel, his assistants are Matthew Fletcher and Peter Wilson, and the 4th official today is Adam Steele. We've got a 4th official, ladies and gents. Chippenham Town officially in the big time. 2 sides for Bromley. Wayne Cartmel has a whistle in his lips, and Bromley get us underway and roll it all the way back towards their left back, and now launch the ball forward towards the Chippenham defender. Luke Haynes brings it out of the sky and knocks it out for a throw-in. Didn't go quite up the pitch from Haynes there, and almost out of it. Eddie Jones will take this throw-in about 10 yards inside the Bromley half. Brought down to him by Evans, and now Jones will drive down the right-hand side into Matt McClure, who's dropped in deep and plays a right-footed ball to Freddie Grant. Think about a shot from range. No, tees up Johnson in the corner of the penalty box. Now left-footed cross goes into the penalty area, and it's cleared by Bromley, but Jake Evans was nearly latching onto that inside of the penalty area. Bromley clear only as far as the touchline on this near side. Chippenham photographer as Amadi Holloway takes the throw in, and Jones has it now on the right-hand side. Ball down the line to Evans, cut up by a Bromley player and then challenged by Matt McClure. Evans plays it to Fasson-Maid on this right-hand side. Cross comes into the area from Faz, headed away though by Kirk, and Crowhouse knocks it backwards towards Kirk once again. He's being put under pressure by Tyreek Johnson and rolls backwards towards Sharman Lowe, and Bromley will have a few seconds to remember at the minute. They won't care one jot about that. They'll care about how they can move the chess piece against Chippenham. It's going to come out to this near side. Grant jumps for a header with Cheek. Crowhouse plays it to Passley. Passley right foot to cross in towards the penalty area, met by the head of Haynes, brought down by the number 20 of Arthurs, who goes for a long distance shot, and he didn't quite catch that sweetly and goes over the top of the bar. But a bitty few minutes down, Chippenham with a few crosses. It's looking encouraging, isn't it? Bromley with Kirk right footed ball that just evades the touch of Will King, and it's actually in field to the number 18 of Whiteley. Rolled across now towards Topolodge, about halfway inside the Chippenham half. Comes inside under pressure from Jake Evans, and he's still going as Topolodge challenging there from Spokes, and Cheek is on the edge, flicks it over the top, and Bromley have a chance, and they have more than that as they have a goal, and the first time Bromley have really made it inside the Chippenham Town penalty area. It's Ben Krause who wheels away in celebration, just flicked it over the top of the Chippenham defence to Michael Cheek, and Crowhouse with a right-footed shot inside the penalty area finds the top corner, and Bromley leads. We do have a fourth official, so communication may be a bit better, and Johnson is back on the pitch, so we are 11 against 11 once more. Passley plays the ball down the line looking for the number 18 of Whiteley. Ball played in but cleared away by Aaron O'Malley-Holloway. And Will King will drive Chippenham out of their defence. He's put it through the legs of Passley and gets it on the other side. Good work from Will King. Now knocks the ball forward looking for Tyreek Johnson, but Sharman Lowe comes rushing out of his goal and knocks it towards Arthurs on halfway. He's going to play a long ball over the top, and Weston is inside the penalty area, goes for a shot. Almost a half volley from Miles Weston, and he went for it with his left foot but didn't quite catch it sweet enough, and it trickles well wide of Will Henry. Walk around of the Hayes Lane today, and a couple of seats, so I counted about 50 seats inside the Glyn Beverley stand damaged due to either weather damage, rowdy fans, loose footballs, I don't know. And there is one loose football, and Craig Fassamade's going to pounce on it on this right-hand side. Cuts in field and plays it sideways towards Will King, who's from a distance. Is he going to think about a left-footed shot? He does more than think about it. He executes it, but executes it rather poorly, and it sails over the top of Sharman Lowe's goal. And as Dan was mentioning earlier, not too many chances for Chippenham in this match so far. That, you'd argue, is one of the best. Looks like we've played all 3 additional minutes, but the referee adding stoppage time onto stoppage time. Across with Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones, diagonal ball from right through to the centre. McClure doesn't win the flick on, but it's on Spokes on the edge of the area, sideways towards Jake Evans. Evans to the feet of Tyreek Johnson on this left-hand side. Cross is going to come in from Johnson, bounces off of the Bromley body, and Johnson now attacks towards the byline and turns backwards to Spokes on the edge of the area. Spokes goes past his man and right-footed ball to Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones plays it into the feet of McClure, who's almost crawling and goes down. Referee not interested. Chippenham still have it on the edge of the box though. King with the ball to Grant. Grant left-footed into McClure inside the penalty box, goes for a shot, blocked by a Bromley body and headed away by Webster, and that will be the final action of this first half. Backwards towards Topolodge, gives it to Sharman Lowe. His first touches of this second half, plays the ball out of play off of the back of Freddie Grant, and Olamola's going to attack down this right hand side up against O'Malley-Holloway. He's gone through the legs of Holloway, but Grant gets it and clears it as far as Topolodge in the centre of the Bromley half, lines up a long shot from distance that took a deflection off of a Chippenham body, which took any venom out of the shot, and Will Henry can come rushing out. Backwards to King, in field Freddie Grant, who's come inside. Jake Evans on this left hand side is going to feed it towards the bright fluorescent orange boots of Tyreek Johnson, who him and Grant are going to link up before being dispossessed by Passley and then hacked away by the Bromley man, but only as far as Chippenham body, and they keep the ball inside of the Bromley half with O'Malley-Holloway. And Will King beat his man and looks to play it towards Jake Evans, who gets a hold of the ball before being thrown to the floor by a Bromley player, but they win the ball and then lose it, and Spokes with a good challenge. He plays it sideways towards Fassamade. Fassamade from range goes for a shot. It wasn't too far away from sneaking into that bottom corner. Sharman Lowe probably had it covered, had it have done so, but it's just trickled a little bit wide. But Fassamade from those sorts of ranges, it would be if he can score twice tonight. Spokes crosses to Freddie Grant, who puts cross into the penalty area but doesn't reach it before bouncing off of the number 27 Campbell, throwing back in to Spokes, and then Grant to Johnson, lays it off, reverse ball to Freddie Grant, plays it across, yes! And scores! Chippenham Town 11! The Chippenham fans away to our left are going absolutely berserk, and it's well deserved in this second half. Chippenham Town stunned Bromley, and it's 1-1 in the FA Trophy. Brilliant interchange play from Chippenham. It was a hell of a cross from Freddie Grant on that left-hand side, and Faz had snuck in round the back. All the experience of the Bromley defence. Pass and Spokes goes backwards towards Holloway, who heads up into the sky and loses it before Grant puts it down on the floor and now can drive forward. Great cross from Freddie Grant to set up the Chippenham Town goal. And Johnson's thrown off the ball and the referee spots that one. It gives Chippenham a free kick and they do play quickly. Bradbury from range tees up Eddie Jones on this right hand side. Eddie Jones, is he going to put a cross into the penalty area? Yes he does, headed away by Webster who had to stoop, and it's going to fall towards the far post where a Chippenham body wasn't, but neither was a Bromley one, so Chippenham have themselves a corner. Luke Spokes is going to go find a ball over to this right hand side. He does slightly with Arthur, who now completes the transition to Passley. Passley on this right hand side approaching the penalty box, lays it sideways towards Dennis. Dennis driving up against Spokes, flicks through towards Olomola, who's going to twist, he's going to turn, finds Topoloj. Topoloj left-footed ball to find Olomola, who goes for a shot. Will Henry tips away, hacked away inside the penalty area by Matty Holloway, headed through and bouncing off of the chest of Luke Haynes, and out for a Bromley corner. Forward. 𝗶𝗴𝗵𝗵 also forward. Kirk from this right-hand side does launch into the penalty area. It's found its way into it. Headed away though by a Chippenham body of Owen Evans and headed back into the penalty area. Webster flicks on. Bicycle kick from a Bromley body, but not enough purchase on it. And Will Henry dives low to his right-hand side to make the save and now bowls the ball out to Freddie Grant halfway. And arrowed from left to right with Luke Haynes. Ken Bradbury right hand side just in the Bromley half, launches forward to 𝗛𝗏𝗏. 𝗛𝗏𝗏 chests it down and finds Owen Evans on the edge of the box. He's dispossessed and the ball's going to run to Will King on the edge of the box. Will King is going to leave it to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗵. Short to Spokes, and Spokes right footed to Freddie Grant. Freddie Grant chips down the line looking for Faz just inside the penalty area. Gets a bit of a tug on the back of his shirt but still got a hold of the ball. And Bradbury on the edge of the box. Is he going to think about firing a shot? No, he leaves it towards Luke Haynes straight off of the chest of a Bromley player. Chippenham still have the ball. Jones launches into the penalty area but 𝗶𝗴𝗵𝗵 clears away. Spokes forced to head backwards towards Matty Holloway, and Will Henry's got to get there and he does clear. And Matty Holloway not with enough on it whatsoever, and Will Henry had to come rushing. Spokes from the right-hand side corner. He's going to deliver right-footed. No hand signals, but it is delivered into the penalty box. Is met by a Bromley head and up into the sky. Headed away once again. Haynes inside the penalty box. Lets it bounce. Bounces another off corner. Of a Bromley body. It's going to be another corner. Not sure whether it looked like it hit a Bromley arm. No Chippenham protest, and if it did, it would have been right by his side. So it's another Chippenham corner regardless. Sharma Low now launches up into the night sky and forward, met by the header of Luke Haynes. McClure is going to challenge Passley for this one, but Passley just launches up high onto the edge of the Chippenham penalty area once again. Owen Evans with a header forward now. Bradbury flicks it down only as far as the Bromley body of Dennis, who shoots over the top of the bar. And I'll tell you what, that was a neat first touch and a good strike from Dennis, but couldn't quite get enough venom on it. And it sails over the top of Will Henry's crossbar. Probably see us play another minute or so, and Will Henry's in no rush to take this one, so it looks like we will trickle into the 47th and maybe 48th minute. Ball cleared now by Will Henry onto halfway, met by the header of 𝗶𝗴𝗵𝗵, but it'll be a throw-in for Chippenham on the left-hand side, just in front of the Bromley dugout, about 5 yards inside. And I'll tell you what, the referee's not going to play any more time, so we will be going to spot kicks. The FA Trophy fourth round will be decided by supposedly the lottery of a penalty shootout. It's not just the fifth round on the line. The winner of this penalty shootout will receive £5,250 and also a guaranteed. Referees are now told to stop any goalkeeping shenanigans at penalties, especially in shootouts. Matt McClure is normally Chippenham's designated penalty taker, so if you're going to back anyone to score, you'd back Matt McClure. He's going to step up left-footed, the first penalty in this shootout for Chippenham Town. Yes. McClure sends Starman Lowe the wrong way. Thunderous penalty from the left boot, almost straight down the middle. And even if Sharman Lowe had stayed there, I think the sheer power would have beaten him. So Chippenham first blood in the show to make sure I don't miscount, but Cheek to step up right-footed for Bromley. Up against the green monster of Will Henry. Cheek also goes down the middle and also scores. Will Henry diving to his left-hand side, almost a carbon copy of the first penalty for Matt McClure.
Stop any sort of time wasting or any sort of shenanigans, as you put it earlier, from Bromley.
Spokes right-footed. The Bromley fans behind the goal waving their arms and getting their torches out. Spokes from 12 yards hits the post, but finds the ball in the back of the net anyway.
That was close.
Heart and mouth moment for Chippenham. You could probably hear on the microphones how thunderous the ball smacked against the post. But a matter of centimetres as the ball hits the left-hand post and squirms across goal and hits the side net. Bromley's number 29 of Olumola stepping forward for them now for their second penalty. 𝗠𝘁𝗵𝗵 dancing on the goal line. Referee's whistle. Olumola from the spot, right-footed, puts it to the bottom left. 𝗠𝘁𝗵𝗵 diving the wrong way. So we're 2-2 after 4 penalties. Send me probably into some sort of frenzy. Oh, good news, Bath are out. Oh no, Bath are out. Tom Owen-Evans to step up from the spot. He's taking it already, and it's saved by the Bromley goalkeeper. Tom Owen-Evans with a penalty towards the bottom left, and Sharman Rowe reacted quickly to palm it away. Arthurs, who in this match making his 120th Bromley appearance and shown a yellow card, can now make his impact by putting Bromley ahead in the shootout. Arthurs from 12 yards sends 𝗠𝘁𝗵𝗵 the wrong way, and Bromley lead in the shootout now. 3 penalties, they've scored all 3, whereas Chippenham missed their third. Bradbury forward to shootout against Dartford. Noah Coppin took a penalty that day and scored. And I said pressure makes diamonds. And Kane Bradbury is certainly a diamond. And from 12 yards, the 16 puts it over the bar. And Bromley are a spot kick away from progress. 𝗠𝘁𝗵𝗵 stands in his way. Bradbury returns to the boys in blue and gets some pats on the back and some hugs. But 𝗠𝘁𝗵𝗵 will get some serious pats on the back if he can save this one. Topolage scores, and Bromley are through, are they? I think it's full time. Bromley fans don't seem too ecstatic. And that's full time. Bit of confusion, but the referee blows his whistle and brings an end to the FA Trophy proceedings. Maybe the referee didn't realise the penalties had been scored, and Chippenham, despite getting so far, it's a bittersweet moment for them, losing on penalties to the side second in the National League. And it's a bitter pill to swallow after doing so well. As the PA announcer wishing Chippenham Town the best. Of course, all us at BlueArmy TV wish Bromley the best, and the Chippenham fans, despite having that bitter pill to swallow, they don't seem to almost care one bit at the minute, as they're straight down to the touchline to applaud the Chippenham players. Straight down there, the blue hats, the blue scarves, the blues, everything, giving lots and lots of